Hi foodies, welcome back. Let's get into this delicious mac and cheese. So what we're gonna do is boil the macaroni, of course. This is just salted water. Make sure you salt it well, okay? However, we're not gonna cook this very long. We want it to be very firm to the bite, okay? And so we're gonna leave it to boil, but don't cook it as long as the packaging says. What I have here is some whipping cream. You could use heavy cream. And I'm adding some Frank's Red Hot sauce and some Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire. There are so many pronunciations for this word, but you guys will see the spelling in the description below. All right, so let's whisk this up. And this is going to add so much flavor because the hot sauce has saltiness and some other, flavor to it. And then the Worcestershire sauce, so nice. All right, so macaroni, we're gonna drain it, okay, and then we're gonna just stir some butter in there just to add flavor, but also to help them stay separate. You don't want them to stick together before you add the other stuff. And then we're gonna go in with some seasoning, guys, a mixture of seasonings, okay, and I'm gonna use my gloves to mix this thoroughly. Feel free to use your spoon, but guys, when I do this with my hands using gloves, everything gets rubbed in perfectly, I promise you. Okay, so once you stir that in, you'll notice that you see those colors in there, right? That's some flavor, guys. And then some sour cream. So with sour cream, it has a tang to it. It's tart, right? So you get that flavor, but it's also very creamy. And remember, we're making a creamy mac and cheese, so this is gonna add flavor. And I took the sour cream out of the fridge so it could sit for a little bit. It's always better to have the ingredients sitting for a little bit, because if you add cold to hot, sometimes it can cause curdling and separating. And then I have 3 whole eggs, and this is just gonna help to bind everything together. Use your spoon if you want to, but I used my hand in my gloves this time. Okay, sometimes I'll use a spoon, but you know what? I wanted to get down in this and mix it nicely for you guys. So mix that together. Don't smush them, just mix them, okay? And the macaroni is firm, so it will stand up to the mixing anyhow, okay? So that was room temperature eggs, and then we're gonna dust some flour. This is optional, guys, but I like to do this sometimes because it just helps things to stick together more, but it is optional, okay? So that's a little flour, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more just based on how it looked, okay? I will leave the total amount in the description below. So just mix this nicely, okay? And then change your gloves if you have to, or get in with the spoon now. So this is some whole milk, and then I'm going to add that whipping cream, the one that we add the hot sauce and the Worcestershire sauce to. We're gonna add that at this point, okay? So we're gonna have enough liquid to make this mac and cheese nice and creamy. We don't want it to be too dry. If you prefer your mac and cheese dry, or on the drier side, you could use less, but you'll see the final consistency. So guys, I have a mixture of cheeses here. I will leave everything in the description below. This is some Gouda, mozzarella, some cheddar, there's some jack cheese, a combination, okay? So stir everything together. Make sure everything is mixed well. And remember, guys, you can add different types of cheeses. If there's a specific cheese you love, you can include it. But guys, I can't wait for you to taste this. It is so good. Really, really good. Sometimes I use sharp cheddar. This time I used mild cheddar. Okay. I'm usually happy once I have some form of cheddar cheese in this thing. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some more black pepper. You know, don't leave out the black pepper. If you feel like you need more paprika or onion powder or salt, you can add it. But it's good to taste it before you add the eggs if you can. But you know what? If you follow the recipe, you should be good. All right? Stir everything together. Okay, I have my glass baking dish. Sometimes I'll pour a little of this and then put some slices of mozzarella cheese and then pour more. So kind of layer it like a lasagna. And then sometimes I'll keep it simple and just pour out this mixture without layering any cheese between. And this is very cheesy already. So, you know, you don't really need it, but if you want that extra, you know, stretch from the mozzarella, then you can put some slices of mozzarella in between each layer of this macaroni mixture. So we'll smooth off the top, of course, and then I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese slices. I only had a few left at home, so that's why I'm only putting it here. Usually I'd put it in between as well, in between the layers. So that, and then I'm gonna sprinkle on some more cheddar. Now, the appearance of your mac and cheese in the end depends a lot on the type of cheese you put on top. So if you want it to be very yellow, then you're going to use more cheddar. If you want it to be on the creamy white side, then you put more of this jack cheese that I'm putting here, or mozzarella cheese. So on top, you want to put a lot of cheese so that it melts and gets chewy and crispy on the edges. And so your guests will have the creamy on the inside, and then the outside has that texture, right? So this is going to go into the oven and bake up really nicely. Guys, look at this beauty. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. Look at that. I love the rich color. I have another mac and cheese recipe you guys can check out. That one is without egg and I use a roux. But guys, this one I really love. It's so good. They're both nice, just different types of mac and cheese. But guys, wait till you get down in this one. Like, it is so creamy, and the top of the mac and cheese has the perfect amount of crunchiness and chewiness on the edges. It is amazing. So good. And then you have the flavor of the hot sauce and the Worcestershire sauce coming through, and that black pepper. Everything plays an important part. So good. Don't leave yet. Please take a look at, all the shots I did for you guys, because I wanted you to see every inch of this mac and cheese. Now, if you want to, you could sprinkle some fresh parsley all over. The green just adds something to the look. It's not necessary as far as flavor, but for the look of it, especially if you're having a big family dinner, it just adds something to it, right? So you could sprinkle on some parsley, and then let me get down in here and show you guys. So the top, it's firm and has a little bite to it. And then look at that creaminess. So good. Look at the cheese. Oh gosh, this is amazing. I can't wait for you to taste it, guys. It's amazing. Look at that. So once you try, let me know how it turned out. Okay, let me know if you like the addition of the hot sauce and the Worcestershire sauce. It is amazing, guys. Give it a try, and don't forget to subscribe, guys, and leave me a thumbs up and a comment before you go. Take care, guys.